So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Broken arm! Broken arm! Broken arm!
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Our video today takes us to East Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where we find our freedom fighter, Sean, hard at work trying to get justice for his injuries to his ankle. Oh, the poor lad's wearing an ankle boot, so he says. At any rate, he gets absolutely no satisfaction from anyone at City Hall, the Sheriff's Department, the constables. No one respects him. He's like Rodney Dangerfield. Gets no respect at all. Enjoy!
Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. We are back at the scene of the crime, the Baton Rouge City Hall here. We are here today to not only peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, but to try and get some accountability, some justice. I was pushed down the stairs right in front of you yesterday by 2 constables for the city of Baton Rouge, and there has been no justice, no accountability.
This is the idiot behind the camera for those of you who may not know him. Sean, Sean, lost his job as a warehouse manager, so he claims, and he's been frauditing ever since. I'll be sure to put a link in the description box about this idiot. Yeah, he makes so much money he doesn't want to tell anybody. What a moron he is.
So we're here to speak with the mayor's office, the district attorney, the sheriff's office, the constables, whoever we can speak to try and get some justice here. I know you all are angered. I appreciate the comments on the original video. You guys know I'm going to do whatever I can to try and hold them accountable. Let's see what happens. Let's get into it.
On every video, Sean always says, "Let's get into it." That sounds confrontational to me. And by the way, nobody pushed him down the stairs the other day. I have that on video, just like he has it on video. I didn't see him take a tumble. He might have slipped a little bit, but he didn't fall down the stairs, and he certainly wasn't pushed down the stairs. But he's going to make a molehill into a mountain whenever he can.
A few minutes later.
Hi, ma'am. How are you? I wanted to speak to somebody at the district attorney's office regarding an assault by 2 constables.
Okay.
It happened yesterday.
The duty section is in call-out right now. Can I get your information and I can give that to them, and they'll have someone call you?
Who is out right now?
The duty section, the section that's on duty, they're in call-out.
What does that mean?
There's no one here right now to speak to you that's on duty.
Oh my goodness, Frauditor, you're being politely dismissed. The lady made a phone call, and when they found out it was you, of course they said they're not available. Now what are you going to do, Frauditor? You have no one to complain to. Well, knowing you, you'll find someone.
What does call out mean?
Probably with the jail.
Oh, okay, so they're not here?
No.
Can I come back later? Will they be here later?
You can try. I don't know what their, the rest of the day have, if they got court or whatever, but you're welcome to.
Okay. So there's nobody here from the district attorney's office I can speak to regarding a criminal complaint?
Well, the duty section is in call-out. And usually how it works is whatever section is on duty, they handle all the complaints and whatever else.
Can you give me the number that I could call, that I'd be able to?
225. You want me to speak into the camera?
Well, you could just write it down for me if that's okay with you.
Sean is desperate for contact information. He'll take anything. Phone number, email, whatever you have.
5 minutes later.
I'm just looking to speak to a supervisor. That's all. Yes, ma'am. Captain's on his way? Okay, thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. Hi, Captain. How are you?
Frank Bruyette. Nice meeting you.
Bruyette. Okay, so I had a couple things I wanted to talk to you about. The first one was, is it the Baton Rouge Sheriff's Department's policy to identify themselves when interacting with a member of the public?
Sean reminds me of a crybaby tattletale from 2nd grade. You know, that little boy or little girl who would always run to the teacher. Oh, little Johnny's over there doing this. Oh, little Jimmy's doing... Oh, that's what he reminds me of. Yeah, because right now he's trying to tell on this man's officers that wouldn't identify themselves.
The East Baton Sheriff's Office?
Yeah.
Our office, yes.
It's your policy to identify yourself?
We normally, our uniform identifies for us.
Yeah.
Also.
Well, some people don't have, like, they consider deputies inside of in there.
Everybody on this floor has a uniform.
Okay. Yeah. So they don't have name tags in there. No.
Some do, some don't.
Okay.
So all I'm identified as the East Baton Sheriff's deputy.
Okay. Gotcha. So my second question is that I was in this deputy yesterday interacted with me while I was filming here. I'm a journalist. I was gathering content for a story.
Come on, Sean. You know as well as everybody else that just because you post videos on your YouTube channel does not make you a journalist. If anything, you're a jackwagon.
And this deputy right here, she wouldn't identify herself to me, but this is the deputy that I had an interaction with. I wanted to find out her name and file a complaint on her, so that way, you know, there could be some accountability. Because of her actions yesterday, this is the reason why
I'm not familiar with that, but her supervisor will be here shortly, and you can talk with him if you like.
So you're not her supervisor?
I'm sorry?
You're not her supervisor?
I am not.
Okay. So, and her supervisor is coming here to speak with me?
Yes. Matter of fact, let me give him a call and find out where he's at.
I do apologize, Sheriff, but the man you're speaking to is a loser. He has nothing to do all day. He's unemployed and he's uneducated. This is what he does for a living. Goes around the countryside and just annoys everyone.
Okay. And then I also just wanted to discuss one more thing with you. That would be, I've tried to press charges on the constables who pushed me down the stairs in front of City Hall. Okay. I filed a complaint, but I told them I wanted to file charges, but apparently they made an IA complaint. Okay. One of the constables was actually, who assaulted me, was part of IA. So I wanted to talk to the Sheriff's Department. As you are a law enforcement agency, I wanted to file a criminal complaint with your office to see if there can be any charges pressed, and I have video of it. I'm obviously injured.
Okay, tough guy, let's say for a moment you do have an ankle injury. At least that's what you claimed in your last video. If you did see a doctor, he or she would have told you to remain off your ankle until it heals. So, I don't think you must be injured that much since you're back at the police station at City Hall making another complaint. Oh, the poor lad. That would be a good lawsuit, though, if you can get a doctor to attest to all that.
Eventually.
Yeah, I just, obviously she didn't assault me, but I believe that she needs some sort of reprimand or some sort of additional training on public photography. So, she escalated the situation and it turned out the way it was.
Internal Affairs will handle that.
Okay,
Captain. If
Captain.
they find warranted, they will take care of that.
Okay, Captain. Thank you for your time.
Is that it? We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Anything, let me know.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, so we couldn't get the deputy's name from yesterday. He referred me to Internal Affairs, which is disappointing, but, we'll head down to Internal Affairs by the airport.
Oh, dearie me, the poor lad hasn't had very good luck thus far. Perhaps his next stop at the mayor's office will produce tangible results. Let's see what happens there.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Okay.
Hi. So I'm wondering if I wanted to speak to somebody from the mayor's office regarding an incident that happened yesterday,
Okay.
and see if the mayor's office had any comment.
There is no comments right now. They are aware of it and it is being looked into. That's all that I know of.
But there's nobody that can give me any sort of comment, or there's
Not right now because they're still in a meeting in reference to it.
they're in a meeting right now in reference to it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And can I just get your name so I know I spoke
My
to?
name is Patricia.
Patricia. Thank you, Patricia. Appreciate it.
welcome.
Have a great day. I'll be following back up. If I can, is there a number I can call for like a public relations?
Sure. It's 225
225
389
389
3100.
Okay, thank you. I'll be following up. Thanks, Patricia. Have a great day. Thank you.
Well, Bozo, that's 3 strikes. And in most baseball games, you'd be considered out. But you're not out yet. You still have more complaining to do, don't you, sweetheart?
Many minutes later.
Hi, how are you?
I'm alright. You called?
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm all right.
Right there, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, no problem. Can I just get your name and badge number first?
Why? You called me, so it's a problem. My name, Officer Perkins, badge number 10523.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So I'm here to press criminal charges on somebody who assaulted me.
Okay. Did you talk to the constable?
No, the constables are the people who assaulted me, so
Oh,
that's why I called the police department.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, the city police have arrived. Maybe Sean can finally file his complaint form and get some arrests. Oh, that would be exciting. Let's see what happens.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
What's your name?
My name is Sean.
Sean, you have your ID on you?
I don't have my ID on me. Oh, do I? I don't have my ID on me, no.
Okay, Mr. Sean, what's your name and date of birth? Sean what? Spell it out for
Sean,
me.
Sean, S-E-A-N.
S-E-A-N.
Reyes, R-E-Y-E-S.
R-E-Y...
E-S.
E-S. What's your date of birth? Okay. So, what's your complaint?
I wanted to make a criminal complaint for assault. I have it on video. There was a witness to the assault, and obviously, as you can see here, I am injured as a result of that assault.
Oh, yes, indeed. The poor lad's been injured. On part of the video that I edited out, he claimed to have injured his ankle and he's wearing an ankle boot. I've worn one of those before, but it wasn't for an ankle injury. They're not much fun. They're rather cumbersome and difficult to walk in. But I'd like to see a picture of it. Maybe he'll do us justice and take a picture of his so-called injury.
That happened yesterday.
You saying that the constable
Correct.
assaulted you?
Constable
Right.
S. Bell and Internal Affairs, I believe his name was Wright.
Okay, so I went down there because you said that a constable officer assaulted you, correct? And I made contact with the constable. And I was notified that the officers that engaged in you yesterday, they are under internal affairs. So with that being said, I can't overturn their investigation. But what I can do is take your complaint, which this is your file number, and it relates to your incident. This is your file number through them, okay?
Oh, Sean just can't get no satisfaction. Oh, what are you going to do now, Sean? You can't even file a complaint with the city police.
Respectfully, officer. Respectfully, officer. You're a law enforcement officer. Their internal affairs that doesn't mean anything. A crime was committed.
And that's you got the file number for the crime.
But I would like the people who committed the crime arrested. Because if I would have done that, this is some thin blue line, you guys are covering for each other. I don't appreciate that. Because if I would have pushed you down the stairs.
You see that number right there?
I understand, okay.
Call and talk to them.
Talk to who?
To the chief.
But you're a law enforcement officer. You took an oath to
I told you what I can do. Have a good night here.
You took an oath to uphold the Constitution, and that's what you're not going to uphold that oath? You're a law enforcement officer.
Oh, Sean, your reputation precedes you, my man. You've been sliced, diced, roasted, and toasted by the police. Now go on home, sonny boy.
Completely ridiculous. Because he's a constable, if I pushed you down the stairs right now, I'd be arrested, wouldn't I? Or would you just let it go and let me investigate myself? Huh? Would you guys let me investigate myself if I pushed you down the stairs? We're gonna go down to the constable's office in the basement. I'm not giving up. Not giving up just yet.
Certainly not. Sean's not going to give up just yet. He's a glutton for punishment, and he will be turned away once or maybe twice more before he's all finished.
A few moments later.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to speak to a supervisor.
Okay, in reference to what, sir?
In reference to two criminals who aren't being held accountable for assaulting me. In reference to that.
Okay, you made a report yesterday, right?
That's correct, but an internal affairs report is not the route I wanted to go. I made that clear yesterday. I wanted to press charges. Do the laws not affect constables? Are they immune from the law?
Sir, if you filed a report yesterday, someone would take a look at your report and we'll go from there.
Yeah, but an internal affairs investigation is not what I'm looking to do. If I were to push a constable down the stairs, I would have been arrested.
Well, I'll tell you something, sonny boy. If you keep arguing with everybody you can find in that building, you may find yourself under arrest, because I think that could be considered disorderly conduct.
Just because they're constables doesn't mean that they're above the law. No one is above the law, ma'am.
Yes, sir, I understand that, and as soon as we do our investigation, if we see that someone broke the law, then we'll upgrade it to criminal charges. But we have to do an investigation first.
All right, no problem. I'm going to go see the Louisiana State Police since you guys don't want to do anything. What was your name?
Constable Williams.
Oh, Constable Williams. Good to speak to you again. Are you, you're an elected official, correct, Constable Williams?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Good to know. Thank you.
Okay, so have a great day.
You too.
So, not satisfied with anyone he's spoken to thus far, he's going to go back upstairs to the sheriff's office and ask for the captain. Oh, he's going to get satisfaction one way or another.
Much later.
So I spoke to Captain Brule.
Yeah, he called.
Brule? Yeah, I spoke to Captain Brule earlier, trying to find out the identity of the woman, the deputy, who basically, escalated this whole situation, because I feel that she should get some,
He told me about it.
some additional training or something on public photography, so that way, because if she never called the other two constables who assaulted me and pushed me down the stairs, none of this would have happened. So, I think she should be held accountable in some form or fashion, Captain.
This really is pitiful to watch a grown man cry like a small child. Look, you filed your complaints. What else do you want? You can't force someone to arrest a police officer just because you think that you were slighted. You didn't fall down those steps. You're a good actor. I think you should go to Hollywood and give up this frauditing business.
Also,
okay, so did you do what the captain advised you to do?
He told me to go to internal affairs.
Okay, have you contacted internal affairs?
I will be going to internal affairs. I just wanted to let you know.
Everything has been turned over today.
Okay.
And that's where it stands.
Okay, great. Okay. And then the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is that I spoke to the other captain, and he had told me that I wanted to press charges against the constables, as you guys are law enforcement officers.
Okay, Captain Bruyette told me, he explained to you that
to call the police department.
Did he give you the phone number for him?
The police came here. I called them. They came here. They're refusing to enforce the law.
Look, Brainiac, stop lying. They didn't say they couldn't enforce the law. They said they didn't have jurisdiction over the Internal Affairs Department. You're trying to make a molehill into a mountain, and it's not going to happen, you little crybaby.
Soon after.
Right, and just my last thing is, you are a law enforcement officer, sir, so I want to get you on record saying that I want to press charges on the constables who are here.
We're not going to do that because it's inside the city limits. So Captain Bruyette advised me that he's already.
You have jurisdiction here, though.
He already explained to you, if it's inside the city limits, the city police works it.
But you have jurisdiction, sir.
I understand what you're saying, but did you understand what I just said?
But the people who have
inside of the city limit here in Baton Rouge, they work it.
So, in other words, you're not going to arrest the two individuals, who assaulted me.
I am going to tell you again. Crime that happens inside the city limits of Baton Rouge City Police Department will work it. So
The poor lad. No satisfaction at all today. I hope that hotel has a safe space with some Disney cartoons on the telly.
Okay, so you're just refusing. Thanks. Thanks for nothing. Alright guys, well, wanted to get the Sheriff's Department on record saying that they weren't going to enforce the law and do their job. So we're 0 for 3, constables, sheriffs, and the city police who will not honor their oath and do their job. It's actually pretty sad. If this doesn't make you sad for the state of our country, I don't know what will.
Well, there you have it, folks. Our freedom fighter Sean is out there every day fighting for our constitutional rights. And what happens? He gets his ankle injured by the mean old police officers and can't get any justice. No justice, no peace. You tell him, Sean. If you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.